Hilux 1KZ engine with, I'm pretty sure it's an R51 or R50 manual transmission. The transfer case has an electronic actuator for four-wheel drive, but it's all electronic. And so for that, you need a relay system. I don't have the ECU and all that stuff from the Toyota, all that stuff. So had to call the shop in New Zealand, Cray 4x4. Huge shout out to those guys. Would not be able to do this project without them. So Corey, he talked to his Sparky. That's what they call electricians. I love it. But yeah, so he got a diagram out and sent it to me. You have to use these relays. They're ProLink SPDT40Ps. Get the wiring harnesses for them. Huge help. But yeah, once you have these, it's a really simple thing. I put it out on this board. Looks a little redneck, but it is so much better to get it all down. And you just connect the wires and everything, and then you can kind of put it all together and then put it in the rig. I'll get the write-up that Corey sent me, and we'll post that in the video so you can pause that and then have that to use yourself. But yeah, it's really simple. Nice little thing. I've got the mount for it so far, and yeah, we'll go to the next cut and show the rest of it. All right. Okay, so this is the four-wheel drive actuator. Really simple-ish, not really. This over here is for the light, so you don't necessarily need that. Just tells you it's in gear or not. If you look over here, we'll do a shot over here. Alrighty, so here's the 3 wires that you're gonna be using to tell which position it's in and to turn the relays on and off. These 2 wires down here, they're 2 green wires. One's got a red mark across it. Those are for the motor wire. Yeah, and then that's really easy. It's just reverse polarity. Careful, because if you do it too far, it will lock into there and get stuck in there, so you have to pull it out and do all that type of stuff. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I'll show you the wiring diagram, and yeah, from there it's a pretty easy cakewalk. I'm not quite sure which wires go to where yet. We'll figure that out later and then maybe do an update on that. Otherwise, yeah, it's a pretty simple rig. Alrighty, so this all means is just on the wiring diagram, you're gonna see numbers. So number 87, 87A, 85, 30, 86. Those are all gonna be very important in the wiring diagram. You look at here, you can see blue is 30 for the wiring harness. Yellow is 87, black is 86, red is 87A, and white is 85. Just makes life a lot easier having all that. And yeah, these are really good relays. Finally got a new bumper for it, ARB. Really nice, really handy, especially driving in really crappy traffic. So then I also just had to do some modifying of stuff. I had to take a 2x4 steel tube and then just didn't have space for it, and it was really exposed. So I really didn't want to do anything off-roading with that down there, because one hit and your rad's gone. That, and then just put the shield up. And yeah, also swapped out my front diff, or the entire front differential axle with 410, so it's geared right to the rear differential. One thing about taking off the CV axles, if you look down here, taking off those bolts and everything can be kind of a pain. One nice thing is if you have locking hubs, you can just lock it, so that way when you're putting it force on it, it pulls right off, or you don't have to do the whole 2-wrench crap. Works really well. So you just lock it, break the nut, and then you can just unlock it and spin it around. Definitely a 2-man job. I did it by myself, but it's a lot easier with 2 guys. And yeah, so now it's just hooking up the front differential to the T-case. I also have to put plates in here because it just rides a little lower. So yeah, not a huge deal. I just got some steel plates, gives me about 1/2 inch or so, and it's gonna go across here, and then I just gotta get bigger bolts for it. Yeah, I'm gonna have a plate under the transmission as well, just to lift it up, because if you look right here, we just don't have enough space here, and then it also hits the mounts and everything we made. So we just gotta lift it up a little bit, and that should be free and clear. So we just don't have enough space. So we just have to lower the crossbar down and then raise up the transmission. And yeah, that should be about it. So the transmission stays, it's just the mounting for it goes down about 1/2 inch. Again, puts it a little lower. Don't really like it, but it's kind of what we have to do for right now. And then got the front drive shaft cut and to lengths, having a good drive shaft shop is really handy. Yeah, so that's about it. So once we get the 4-wheel drive system hooked up, then it is pretty much all good to go. Haven't had any issues with the motor or anything. May have to replace the rear main seal. Should have done that earlier. Otherwise, I got a GFB wastegate actuator, so I was able to raise the boost up to 17 PSI. And yeah, that was really handy. Right now, just trying to get everything kind of more perfected. We can open up the hood. So, yep, got it all here. Ran out of diesel for the first time back in New Hampshire. It was actually not too bad. So yeah, so I gotta remove this rear hoses for the rear heater core. It does absolutely nothing and adds a ton of extra lines and everything. I'm also gotta move stuff. Right now I'm just kind of finding stuff that needs to get fixed while using it. So it's kind of more just like, oh, that's starting to wear through. Okay, I need to mount that different. And just try to figure that out. These types of projects are kind of a lot more as you go, and the more you go, the more you find type thing. But it's fun, except for that front diff. That sucked. But yeah, so I'm gonna have the relays for the 4-wheel drive actuator just mounted here, and then wiring will go through. Otherwise, it's all looking really good. Just got small stuff, and then I'm gonna be putting a big switch for 4-wheel. Everything is gonna go off of a switch here. Then it'll just be one wire going down to that. That way, when I leave the rig, I can just click that and not have to disconnect the battery or anything. It just kills everything. I also have the hookup for the winch. I just don't want that on or hooked up all the time in case there's a short or something. So yeah, that's just gonna go right down here. And yeah, so this is also the GFB. I can put a link in what part number it is and everything. Really nice. You can go up to like 40 PSI or something. Like, you can do it to whatever PSI you want. Definitely figure out what's safe for your rig though, and what you can push through it. Next big thing though is EGT gauge. So I just gotta put one in there, but that's kind of a whole ordeal you have to do. It's looking really good. I gotta just take these hoses off and then just have it just be the 2 heater core hoses. See, it's wearing there, so gotta move it and everything. And that's just the type of stuff that as you go, you find the stuff and you kind of just perfect it slowly and surely. So, see?